Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to save your famous Americans in your F drive and also export it as a JPEG so you can link it to your artifacts list. So if you'll notice, I have all of the needed elements on my famous Americans project. I have these animated GIFs, these animated pictures, and then I have the citations below. I have a large heading, I have instructions or directions for the students for what they're supposed to do. I have my quotes with my quote bubbles around it, and they are a very distinct. Make sure the colors are contrasted enough to where you can easily read them. I also have my 3 pictures with the names. I also have my citations below that, and my pictures have frames around them so they stand out. Okay, so all those are needed. Like I said in the directions, if you would like to put your citations all on a different slide, then that's fine. But you don't need to do that. You can just put them on. And it doesn't matter that they're this small, because if I click on them and I actually want to go to that link, I still can. So then all that's fine. So the first thing you need to do is actually save it as a notebook file. So go up here to File, Save As, and then if you notice, I already have one right here, but it should say famous and then whatever you decide, scientists, mathematicians, whatever, and it should say .notebook on it and then save. Okay, so I didn't show you this, but that was actually in my F drive. So here's my F drive. Okay, so go to your computer, go to F drive, go to your technology if you have that, or your student teaching folder, wherever you're going to keep your stuff for your student teaching in your portfolio. Okay, so I've saved that. Now I'm going to go back over to File and Export. I'm going to export this as a JPEG, an image file, and put it in my Google Drive so I can link to it. So I'm going to go to Export again, Image File. Okay, now make sure that you choose what the image type, and we want them to be JPEGs. That's just easier to deal with. And then you're going to browse and put it where you want it to go. If you can go to your computer and put it in your F drive again. Okay, there's my F drive. I'm going to put it directly in my student teaching folder, and then OK. And so you can see where you're going to put it right there. Click OK, and I already had one in there, so it's asking me if I really want to do that. And then the next thing that you need to do is go back over to your Google Drive, okay, and you'll see my drive. And then you're going to go into your student teaching folder. Again, you won't have as much stuff as I do, but student teaching. And now I am going to upload that JPEG that I just put in my F drive. So go to Upload, this little arrow, File, and then go and find it, because it might not take you directly to it. So F drive, and then I put it in my student teaching, and then there's my JPEG right there, okay, and it'll have this little image looking thing. So double click on that, and if you'll notice, when it uploads to Google Drive, it changes the little icon over here to this image that looks like 2 little mountains, and it needs to be an image. If it is not converting your documents, then you need to go back to that video that I shared earlier and change it to convert to documents. But right here you can see that I can share it directly from here. It popped up right here, but I can share it from here from what I already have. So I don't want it to be private. I want to change that to anyone with a link, and then save. And now here is the link that you need to copy. So we're just going to do Control-C to copy that link. Done. And then you're going to go back over to your Goal 11 page and go to Edit Page, and this is the link that you need to put on your famous Americans, and I already had one, so I'm going to remove it. But this is the link on your famous Americans on the artifacts list. So highlight that, up here, link, and it's a web address. It's not a site page within your site, so you're just going to Control-V to paste that link that we copied. I always open it in a new window just because that's what I like to do. It's up to you though. Okay, and then you're going to click Save, and then I always go ahead and click on it to make sure that is what I want to link, and there it all is. And I can see everything very, very clearly, which is really helpful to me when I'm grading. Okay, So that is how you do your famous Americans, and you will do the same thing with your biomes or whatever other 5-page thing that you decided to do.